We are at the Boyne Tournament of Champions with a, is it three-time winner, J.R. Rupp. And you just finished a round, and you also just finished a round on Sunday at the Senior Open at Inverness. So you've been playing a lot of golf this week.
I'm a little golfed out, but I'm loving it.
So what brings you back to the Tournament of Champions?
You know, I had planned on coming back here in the spring. I was going to take a week's vacation from the club and come back and play, and I'd like to do this on an annual basis. I love where I'm at in New Mexico, but I do miss the golf in Michigan.
What's golf like in New Mexico this time of year?
You know, our season is pretty much mirror image of what you have in Michigan. We're maybe just a little longer on both ends. We're probably April 1, solid April 1, maybe even middle of March till November 1, middle of November.
That sounds pretty good. You're right. Pretty much the same as here. A little drier, I imagine.
Yeah, a little drier. You know, my tournament season at the club for the membership is pretty much mirror image of what happens here in Michigan. We just have a little bit longer season on both ends to play, and we do play in the wintertime too. So
hey, year round, all right.
It's great, yeah.
Well, talk to us a little bit about the Senior Open at Inverness. You were climbing the leaderboard and got all the way up to number 2 at one point, and then you were playing with Hale Irwin on Sunday. That was kind of a tough round, I guess.
You know, Hale and I play a lot the same in terms of the mannerisms. You know, he's all business and I'm all business. I normally don't talk a lot on the golf course and kind of get into my own little world, and he was definitely into his, and he's been playing great. You know, for his age, to shoot 66, 68 on the weekend was fabulous. And you know, I played pretty good on the weekend with the exception of the last 5 holes on Saturday and Sunday. I made a couple bogeys on Saturday, and then I made a double and a couple bogeys coming in on Sunday after the birdie on 13.
Well, you still were better than a couple hundred other people who played in that tournament. You were, what, tied for 15th?
I tied for 15th, and I get to come back next year, looks like, and it's at Indianwood. So
wow, that's great.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that, and that was one of the things I was looking at trying to get. You know, of course, you're always looking at trying to make the cut, and then you're looking at that top 15 to try to not only make a nice check, but to get to come back. And I missed that last year by 1 at Sahali. I bogeyed the last 2 holes, and so that's been kind of on my mind, you know, the whole year.
Well, I imagine you've played Indianwood before, have you?
Oh, I've played Indianwood 75 times since I was a teenager. You know, it's a great golf course, and you know, I know it like it's a home course. So hopefully it'll be playing nice and fast, and look forward to coming back next year.
Well, we look forward to seeing you come back, and we should also mention you're a member of the Michigan Golf Hall of Fame, even though you left and moved to New Mexico. So we look forward to seeing you play there next year.
Yes, thank you.
I know it's been a long few days of golf here at Boyne Mountain. My name is Kevin Helm. I'm the Executive Director for the Michigan PGA. My pleasure to welcome you to the awards ceremony for the 2011 Tournament of Champions here at Boyne Mountain. We've had a tremendous week here. I cannot believe this is the 20th year that this tournament's been in existence. The credit for that goes to Stephen Kircher here from Boyne and the Kircher family. 20 years ago, along with my predecessor Ken Devine, they came up with the idea of this event to bring all these different factions of golfers together, and it's been quite a 20-year run. We've had a lot of great players, a lot of exciting finishes. This year was no different, another exciting finish this year. It takes a team effort to put on an event of this magnitude and to do it smoothly. Fortunately, we have a great partner here at Boyne Mountain. I'd like to recognize some of the individuals here that make this possible. Start with Bernie Friedrich, Vice President of Golf and Retail Operations. Bernie, thank you so much for all you do for golf and for the Michigan PGA. Bernie leads a great team of professionals here at Boyne. Dan Turcott is a tournament events professional that works with outside groups, does a tremendous job. They also had a wonderful Pro-Am preceding the tournament with 39 teams. They put a lot of work and effort into that. Dan, thank you for all you do. Casey Powers is the head professional here at the Alpine course, and Mike Fay, the head professional at the Monument course. They really worked with our staff and with the volunteers. In fact, Casey took on additional responsibility of leading the volunteer group. Great job, and thank you for the hospitality, gentlemen. And Mark Scope, golf course superintendent, did an outstanding job. We had a lot of great comments from the players on the condition of the golf course. They're always in terrific condition here, but this year was no exception, and Mark and his crew deserve a big round of applause. The event also would not run smoothly without the help of the volunteers. The tremendous crew here at Boyne have been doing it for, well, 20 years. A lot of them have done it every year. And Casey Powers once again headed up that and helped organize them. I'd like to recognize Carol Tonkin as well. Carol, the live scoring would not have been possible without your expertise and help. Thank you very much for that. And a big round of applause for all the volunteers. Thank you so much for all you do. I want to really recognize Justin Phillips, our tournament director. Justin does a great job setting up the course and doing all the admin work. And he had the help of Michael Rakowski, an intern with us this week. Great job, Justin. Great job on the setup of the golf course.
Thank you.
Also received a lot of great media attention. We have some here right now, but this week we got a lot of good coverage of this event, and the play obviously deserved it. But I want to thank Aaron Ernst here from Boyne, the Director of Communications. Aaron, thank you for the hospitality and helping get the word out, as well as Tim High for running the media center. Did a great job helping get the word out to those that couldn't be here, but also helped get the interview questions and everything out to everybody. I'd like to introduce Stephen Kircher. Stephen's the President of Eastern Operations for Boyne, USA.
Well, as always, it's an honor to host this, and this year's event has a different flavor than others, obviously, but everyone is special, and I know, Lee, you'll remember this probably the rest of your life, as everyone else has, and it was very memorable for us watching the playoff. And, again, an honor to host, and we look forward to this championship here for many decades to come.
We have, like I said before, a lot of different factions of golf represented, male, female, seniors, junior, professional, amateur, all different types of golfers play in this event, which is one thing that makes it unique. I'm going to recognize some of the top finishers in some of those areas. The low amateur male this week was Marty Jefferson. Marty shot 3 under par, 213. Marty, great play. You got it to 500 at one point today. Great play. The low senior amateur this year, this is becoming kind of common, but Bill Zylstra shot 1 under par, 215. Bill, great playing again this week. Mike Raymond also a winner, yes. Congratulations, great playing, Mike. The low female amateur was Natalie Brem. Natalie shot 3 over par, 219 this week. Congratulations to Natalie. The low female professional this week was Allison Fouch. Allison shot 4 over par, 220. Then the low junior this year, Henry Doe. I believe Henry was low, well, he was runner-up last year in the Doe overall championship, but Henry was low junior. He shot even par 216 this year. Congratulations to Henry. Again, exciting finish. 3 players ended up at 5 under par. That's terrific playing. I know the rough was very severe out there in places, and it definitely separated those that were playing well from those that were not. Congratulations to all 3 of them. Andrew Rukowski and Jeff Kuzort finished tied for runner-up, but great playing, and congratulations on a great week, gentlemen. And now we have Stephen, and I know Andy's here as well to help hand out some of the goodies. Lee Houtemann. Lee, this is very exciting for me. You've been a long-time great player here in this section, but knocking on the door, but it's nice to see you win a major championship like this. Couldn't be more proud of you, Lee. 5 under par, our champion, Lee Houtemann. Our defending champion, Andy Matthews, will present you your jacket. Lee, you can come up for some comments. After your comments, we'll present your trophy and the check.
Thanks very much. Wow, thanks. I have been knocking on the door. Is third place considered knocking on the door?
Yeah.
But that was great. I want to thank Mr. Kircher for doing this. We were just talking about the lesson I gave him 15 years ago. I was going to ask if it's still working. But I want to thank you. Great. It's always fantastic to come up here. I love coming up here for Pro-Ams and certainly this tournament since I've qualified for it. Bernie, thank you. I've known you for a long time too. It's been 15 years or so. And then my old bag boy over there, Casey, he worked for me when we were at the homestead. So it's great to see Casey moving up and getting gray hair like all of us. But I just want to say thanks to the volunteers, the press, everybody showing up and supporting us. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
Stephen, would you do the honors of presenting the check to Lee? Lee, I know you've been teaching for a living, and but there's some money that you earned playing, and it's goes to good. Congratulations, great playing, Lee. And Lee, the crystal trophy is yours. You keep for good. The traveling trophy here, the Walter Berkemo Trophy. If you look through, there's some great names on there, obviously, that have won this championship over the past. Yours will be etched on there, and you will keep that for the year. Hopefully, bring it back next year to defend your title.
Great, thank you.
Congratulations, Stephen. If you'd like to present that to Lee, sure. And then we'll go ahead. We'll get some pictures.
Well, let's start at the beginning, because you really seem to me, on the first tee, you seem to have an incredible attitude walking into the final round today.
You know, the biggest difference between this tournament was what happened the week before at the senior PNC, where I had a good first round. I was leading by a couple, I think, and I just got so cautious on the first hole right from the start. I just was trying to, I don't know what I was trying to protect. And then I ended up having a shot into the last hole, so I kind of gathered myself in the last 9 of that tournament. Mm-hmm. So then in this one, you know, I knew I was close, one back, and I said, I'm not going to have that same approach on this one. So it's more of just an aggressive, just good positive thoughts. I don't know if I was hitting, you know, different clubs, just swinging aggressively. So that really did help. I went through last week, losing out by a couple shots.
Yeah. How did you putt today?
Pretty good today. I had 1 3 putt, but I was around the hole for the most part. Can I drink?
Yeah.
You deserve it.
Yeah.
Leading that play on that approach shot, it left you, what, about 6 inches or so from the cup? How far out were you on that?
You know, I worked that out perfect, because before the drive was more to the right, and I hit up to 105, and the wind was blowing. Mm-hmm. So I just chipped a little pitching wedge in there the first time, and it came up short. So I said, I love hitting my gap, so I hit a little extra club. I kind of had it figured almost to the yard the way it worked out.
Is that right?
I had hit my gap wedge 95, and then into the wind I had about 87, I think it was. So I knew if I just hit it, it was going to end up at, what, 4 inches.
4 inches?
Yeah. I was kidding. I'm glad it was 4, not 6 inches. I needed all the inches I could get there.
Back to the meeting. The ceremony first.
Yes.